Just forgetting all sorts of stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Good evening. This is David Lynn, also known as the Prepper Principal, and this is Coffee Talk number 253 live. Welcome, the Bud Files. Please leave a like to support the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Holly Ivins, welcome. Hope you can hear me fine. I'm in the process of transitioning into using new equipment. I've got a laptop computer that I'm using, and I'm basically using it for the purpose of being able to see the comments. I've got it here right beside me, and then I've got my phone, and I'm planning on getting a new phone right up in front of me. So hopefully it will allow me to see what's going on. Die Bullfrog 79, Uncle Al, welcome. I just love when I'm trying to get ready to do my live stream, and then you have people, you know, the kid shows up, then the wife calls me, and it's like, I'm trying to go do my live stream, please, you know, I'm trying to get ready for it. I'm trying to look at what I'm going to go through, and it is what it is. See if I angle this a little bit more, if that'll help a little bit, because I keep going down to look at my computer. Keeps wanting, I'm gonna have to reset, I'm gonna have to adjust the setting on it. Apparently it wants to go idle, or it wants to basically shut down after about 5 minutes if I haven't touched the keyboard, so I have to retouch the keyboard. Isn't technology great? I just love all the crap that they have these days. Yoda, my friend Dave. Appreciate you coming in. Papa Vintage Cards. Well, we had that first tropical storm of the year. They called it Arturo. It came in northern, on the coast of northern Gulf Coast of the Gulf of Mexico, the northern coast of Mexico, right along close to the United States. And it was a tropical storm. Well, the benefit from that to us is we got a lot of rain, and we're still getting rain, and that's a positive. Everybody was freaking out, thinking that they're gonna, you know, have to deal with the actual storm becoming a hurricane, which, no, that didn't happen, which was positive. So We've got a couple of topics to talk about today. One of them is flash flooding, which is appropriate for hurricanes and storms and tornadoes and all that sort of stuff. And the other topic is food seasoning. But before we get to that, I love I love bell calls from Amazon. Seeing how I did this myself, so I know what I'm doing here. I know what this is. Just checking to see if anybody new has come in. I'm working on my latest video, which is basically going to be the 1,600 subscriber giveaway. Dagnabbit, stop doing that. I don't like when you do that. All right. I'm not seeing very good here. Now introducing her to me. Greetings from Houston. Well, you're in Texas. Welcome. Now introducing her to me. So I ordered, it is a trifold. Laminated. And this is a quick study health, CPR, and life-saving step-by-step guide for handling medical emergencies and trauma injuries. It talks about the basics, and it talks about CPR, adult CPR, child CPR, infant CPR. Then you open it up, and it says CAB sequence for CPR, compressions, airway, breathing. Automated external defibrillator, the AED. Choking, that would be the Heimlich maneuver. It's got a nice little section on that. Standard precautions. Medical emergency, shock, chest pain, heart attack, stroke, breathing difficulties, allergic reactions, diabetic emergencies, seizures, fainting, poisoning or overdose, heat emergencies, cold emergencies, trauma injuries. Then we go to the back. Need more light. Amputations, burns, impaled. Wow. Bandages, dressing, splints, slings, rescuing and moving victims, motor vehicle crash, water rescue, fire rescue, unusual odors, confined spaces, hazardous materials, multiple victims, injury prevention, first aid kit, supply checklist, medications, supplies, equipment. $6.95. I got this one. And you can put it in a binder. Just something I had purchased, $6.95 off of Amazon. Let's see who came in. But a bunch of people came in when I was on my little diatribe. James Ortiz. Hello, Mr. Ortiz. James puts out some real good food shorts. He puts out lots of good food shorts. Holly Ivans said hello. Okay, Mr. Whistle. Mr. Whistle. Enrique Trevino. There are 7 in the house, 7 likes. I just love dealing with this mess. Yes, get a little bit bigger. I can see better. So, let's talk about flooding, seeing how we nearly had a hurricane here on the Gulf Coast. Flash flooding. If you're anywhere near water, whether that be the ocean, the sea, the Gulf, rivers, lakes, you can have low spots. You can have flash flooding. Do you have drainage where you're at? Do you have sandbags? When I used to live in Corpus, our drainage system would get overwhelmed during a heavy rain, and you'd have water coming up in the streets, and it would be up on the grass. So that you really would not want to try to drive through that because it would get in your car. That's how deep it would be. And mind you, Corpus Christi is a city of like 300,000 people, and still, they really don't have at that time, when I would live there, they didn't have their act together when it came to that. Do you have sandbags? Some people have to use sandbags to try to protect their property from water getting inside. Then you start talking about insurance. Do you have flood insurance? Do you have flood insurance? Welcome, Melinda Elliott. And I believe Josh came in. Trying to see what's going on. Hello, Joshua Humphrey. Four in the house, 7 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel if you haven't done so. So, you need a good insurance policy on your home, your property. And you also probably need a rider on your policy where anything other than furniture and clothing and kitchen, stuff in your kitchen, you probably need, like, if you've got jewelry, firearms, any expensive equipment that you use, you need a rider on your policy for that. And make sure if you're in an area that floods, you've got flood insurance for water damage. Go over your house damage and your property items in the house separately. Go over that separately. Talk to your agent. Most policies are written badly. They're not really written, they're boilerplate. You need some customization. Also, you know, in flash floods, you can't play around in flash flood. Sometimes people do stupid stuff. Walking in puddles. If there's a power line down and you walk through a puddle and that line goes through that puddle, you'd be electrocuted and it'll kill you. And there are people who have died from that. Playing in water. You can get washed down way, and people have drowned from that. Or they get sucked under the current. It can be moving pretty fast. Don't drive in flood water. It'll wash your vehicle off. Wash your vehicle off the road into a ditch. You do not drive in floodwaters. You got to worry about depth and the current. Trucks and cars are not boats. Mom of 4 boys, welcome. Jocelyn, welcome, Jocelyn. Joseph Moore, welcome. Hillbilly Josh. Mimi's Place. Welcome, Mimi's Place. You know, Uncle Al and I were talking about equipment and stuff that I need to get. I need to have my eyes checked. My wife is on my back about having lens replacement surgery. So, wow, next 20, 25 years, 30 years from now, you'll have perfect eyesight. I don't like the idea of somebody cutting my eyes and replacing my lenses. Just I don't like the idea of anybody getting close to me with a knife, or even if it's a laser or whatever. I know people who have had it done. Some people it comes out perfect. Some people have issues. I've been wearing glasses or contact lenses since I was about 14, 15 years old. And I need to go and have my eyes checked and get a new prescription. So, I mean, full disclosure, what I'm dealing with. I am working right now on my video segments for the 1600 subscriber giveaway, which is Mom of 4 Boys Rachel. And I hope to get that done probably tomorrow, get it edited, and then I'll put it out as a premiere probably for Wednesday this coming week. And I put out these days, most of my videos that I put them out as premieres. So you come into the premiere and you leave 2 or 3 comments or whatever. When the premiere is over and it basically spools up, so you can start leaving comments, what you said in the premiere is not there. It's not there. And the way I do my subscriber giveaways is that I go and I'll find my last video when I hit the next number, and I write down the name of every person that left a comment in that video. So if it was a premiere video, perhaps only a handful of people left a comment in that one. So then I go to the one before that to find, did these people all leave a comment in the last one? And there may be additional people in there that left comments, but did you leave it in the last one? It's the last 5. And if you didn't leave one in each of the last 5, so this time there was only 9. Last time there was only 9. The 2 times before that, 13 and 1400, there were over 40 that were in the hat. So I don't know. I keep saying the same things over and over again. Well, I think I missed one. Okay. And I'm sorry you missed one. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that, it's bureaucracy. If I say 5, it's got to be 5. It can't be 4. It can't be 3. I can't cheat for you. It's got to be 5. When I draw the name from the hat, I can't say, "Oh, I don't like this name, so I'm gonna do something else." I mean, integrity. It's one of the reasons why I film myself, pulling it out. And yeah, it's always possible to cheat, but I don't, I'm old school, and I'm sort of square, and I don't do that. And I got to reset this computer because every few minutes it wants to pop off. People leaving comments. Yes, watch the replay and leave a comment. Thank you, Uncle Al, for pointing that out. So that was one of the topics, was the idea of flooding and insurance for flooding. And I'll try to go through that one again, but let's go to the other topic, which basically is seasoning, cooking, having what you need, being prepped for that, knowing how to use it. A lot of people can't cook. A lot of people, like a lot of men, can't cook. They weren't taught to cook. I was taught to cook. My mother, I'm an only child, and my father passed away when I was a teenager, and I spent a lot of time with my mother, and she taught me the basics of cooking. So I can cook. I don't do it that much. I really should. I'm off on summer vacation, so I could really be out there cooking, but I don't like to mess around. It's like the wife's kitchen. I don't like to mess around there. The other thing is we start getting into it because my daughter loves my cooking. My wife criticizes my cooking, but she would basically criticize anybody's cooking because she's very picky. And I don't have a lot of tolerance for that. If it's really bad, yeah, criticize it. If it's not, you think it's bad, sometimes my wife criticizes her own cooking. So that'll tell you how that goes. So, a lot of people fail to use seasoning. Oh, their go-to is salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. And we put sugar in stuff, Um, if it's Mexican food or tacos, we use hot sauce. Tabasco, Cholula, hot, red hot, whatever you want to call it, whatever your preferred sauce is, people use it. But you can blame a lot of this, and they use cheese, you know. You can blame a lot of this on the idea that people live um, in what Uncle Al refers to as a 15-mile circle. They don't get out, they don't travel, they don't experience anything. They have very limited experience. It's like being the cook at a truck stop. You got your boilerplate. They do the eggs at breakfast. They do burgers. They have a special every day. They got 4 or 5 different specials. They got a meatloaf. They got a chicken fried steak. You know, they might have fried chicken, or they might have, you know, fish one day, Fridays or whatever. And they're very limited on their selections. So, a suggestion for things that you need. And then the other thing is, you know, you can grow a herb garden. I mean, I know a lot of the people here that come into my channel, they're a lot better gardeners than I am. But I mean, my wife, we have herbs. She has a herb garden. Now, right now, she's not planting vegetables and such. But I mean, she's doing some serious herbs, you know, which she uses. Having a supply of salt. Having a 50-pound bag of salt. You know, you can store salt. Having 50 pounds of sugar. And, you know, and that's like prepping for SHTF. You know, like, okay, we're not going to be able to go and get any of this stuff. Same thing like having flour. You know, having a large quantity of flour. Having vinegar. Other spices and such you can use. Nutmeg, cinnamon, curry powder, red chili flakes, ginger, dry mustard powder. I just got in another pail of oats, and I'm not going to open it up right now, but it's a good sized pail. It's not a number 10 can, it's a pail. Agason Farms, I got it for $20. And, you know, and you can use oats to make like, you know, oatmeal, or you can make flour. You can grind it and make flour with it. If you don't have a manual grinder, you need a manual grinder. Let's see, Idaho Garden Girl, Mom of 4 boys, Little Lone Prepper. My mom cooked very simple, but that's what she knew. We ate what was put on the table. That's right. You eat what they put in front of you. 9 in the house. 13 likes. If you haven't left a like, please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. So, let me go over statistics real fast for the channel. I popped up to 1,604 subscribers, and then I went down to 1,603, so I have 1,603 subscribers. I'm sitting at 15.6K views. That's for a 28-day cycle. Watch time is 5:51. My last live, I had 92 views. The snapshot at the end of it said I had 71 views. I had just over 10 hours of watch time from it. Now, that's when it hit. Since then, I've had a couple of people tell me that they run a full rerun on it, so that's additional hours, because I always try to do at least an hour. If you live stream, try to do at least an hour, and that way when somebody runs it for you, you're getting an hour of watch time. My current shorts, the last one that I just dropped earlier today, 367. The one that I did that was a combination of me showing a prep and doing the taco. And mind you, it's like less than a minute to run it. That one had 265. So those are the last two. And then my last video was the giveaway for Hillbilly Josh, and that's 71 views. My battery is running low. Well, that's not good. Excuse me, I need to readjust, figure out why my battery's running low. What in the heck? I just love it when I'm having technology issues and battery and everything. It's like a starting to turn into a joke production here. All right. I'm not going to be able to fix this right now because it's behind the couch. It's like, oh, I got to rewire. I got to redo where the power is coming from. I'm not exactly a professional production. I'm still I'm a work in progress when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't know. I do not know. But I'm making a little progress. A little progress. So 10 in the house, 13 likes. Thank you for coming in. If you are new, please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Oh, so I got this in today, $6.95. It's a quick study, and it's got a lot of good information, laminated. Got a lot of good information. It'd be nice if you can go take a CPR course, a first aid course, Red Cross first aid course, that they'd give something like this out. Now, I also got and ordered a first aid guide. This is a small little pocket first aid guide, and I've also got a tiny survival guide. I've been through the tiny survival guide several times. So this first aid guide, it's a foldable. And it's two-sided. And it's got a lot of the stuff. You could actually put it in your wallet or put it in your carry bag or whatever. It's got a lot of good information. To me, it's a little bit pricey. It's like 12 bucks. This one is bigger, but it's like $6.95, $7. I'm thinking about stuff to put in, goodie boxes that I give out. I'm planning on making some changes to the goodie boxes that I give out. Oh, another thing. For mom of 4 boys, I went and I got this nice first aid kit. And I have these, but then I also like to give first aid kits away in my goodie in my subscriber giveaways, like 1,500, 1,600 back. I try to put first aid kits in them. And this is a nice first aid kit. Well, one of the things that they told me, and I like these because it's zippered, it's red, and it's got room to put other stuff in it, so you can add to it, and still it'll hold it. They're not making these anymore. They can't get these anymore. I got this at Rogers, and this is actually made for Rogers. So this is the last one. So, Mama for Boys, you're getting the last of the Mohicans as far as the first aid kit is concerned. And I'll find a different one to use for other. I'll find a different one to use that's similar, very similar. Yeah, the weather. People talk about the weather. Humidity's been high. The temperature hasn't been as high with all the rain and all the cloudiness and everything we have in the wind, but it's been very humid, very humid. And then it'll start raining without any, it looks like it's going to rain and it doesn't. And then all of a sudden it's a downpour. So that's the way that works. Yeah, a little on purpose. They are a little pricey. You can get a pack of them, like a 2 set, like where you get both of these. I bought them individually. Right at $13 with tax for one. You're looking at about $26 for both of them. And I think this is a nice something to give out. It's flat. It's not heavy. I don't think you can fold it more than what it is. You'd mess it up. It's laminated, but it's very readable. It's got pictures. It's got pictures with it of stuff and procedures and such. And this is like $7. So I think this is a nice. I think I'll start putting these in some of my boxes when I do my giveaways. I had talked to Devil Dog Preppers was one of the ones that I was going to give a box to. I'm looking at people that I haven't given boxes to yet that are here just about every time I do a live stream, and looking at people I need to give boxes to. And my way of giving back, I don't attend church. I don't give to like big organizations, but I give to people. People that I know, people that I see. I try to do things for them that I know that they need help. They have a very low income and they're struggling, and I try to help them. That's my, Christian charity. And I don't do it because, the Lord says when you give, don't let the right hand know what the left hand's doing, or the left hand know what the right hand's doing, or don't be big and proclaim and everything. So I'm not telling you who I've given to, but I do try to give to people and help them. There's not enough Christian charity in the world. There really isn't. And Gina B. Yunkin. Hello, Gina. Gina is in the house. Devil Dog Prepper. I will tell you, previously I had a PO box, and I basically used it for my prepping and for my, I would give it out to people. That way, if they wanted to contact me, they wanted to send me something other, or put a return address on something that I would send out, PO box. the P.O. boxes have gotten so expensive these days, you know. And I really, it's like I'm putting out the money that I'm putting out, and it's like every 6 months. And I get 1 or 2 items a month, you know. So to me, that didn't seem like it was really worth it, so I let my P.O. box go. So I don't publish my home address, but if you're somebody that I'm communicating with that wants to send me something, or that I'm going to send you something other, it'll have my home address in it, and I don't give it to everybody, and I don't share your addresses. So like someone said, well, I don't, I can't, I don't want to, I'll send you whatever, or I'll send you my mother-in-law's, or whatever. It's like, I'm not the guy you have to worry about. When I was a principal, I got sent in, and the word was I was sent in to clean up a campus, and I was sent in to clean up the campus, and I made some changes and adjustments, and there were a couple of people that were really had it coming, and I would have meetings and such with everybody, and all those people were squealing. And I tell everyone, nice to everybody, telling everybody else, hey, look, if you see me and I'm being nice to you and I'm not messing with you, and you see all these other people and I'm being nice to, and I'm not, but you see 1 or 2 people that I'm hammering, leave it alone. They got it coming. And I would tell people that. I've fired people. Didn't enjoy doing it. And if they really had it coming, I really didn't feel that bad about it. But, I'm old school. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I respect my elders. And, I had home training growing up. A lot of people today, they don't have that. Do what you're going to do, just don't mess with me. That's my philosophy. Now, I will also tell you this. People who want home defense, most Walmarts sell guns. They don't sell pistols, but they'll sell shotguns and they'll sell rifles. They don't sell ARs, they don't sell like AKs or anything like that, but they will sell. So, my advice when people ask me about home defense, I tell them, get a good 20 gauge shotgun. And I said, you can get one for less than $300. Well, I was over at Walmart by my house, $182 for and it's like an off-brand, but I'm sure it's a decent, a 20 gauge shotgun, pump shotgun, short barrel, full stock, will probably hold 4, plus 1 up the pike. Put triple aught buck in it, $182 plus tax. Less than $200, you can get a nice, put a sling on it. I would get a sleeve so I can put an additional 5 or 6 on the buttstock. You can have an extra 5 or 6 rounds with it. And that'd be good home defense, or good defense when you're out. Less than $200. So if you want a gun, my recommendation, shop around, and that's brand new. That's not used, that's brand new. A lot of people are afraid of guns until you learn to use one. And you can take a firearms course. There are firearms courses. And, a revolver is very easy. You load it, you point, you pull the trigger. You get them double action, you pull the trigger. You don't have to pull back the hammer, you pull the trigger. a good 38 special or 357 with a 3-inch barrel. You can get them reasonably priced, and there's 6-shot. That would be good home defense, or in your purse, or in your, you wear it on a holster under your jacket. You need to practice. You need to be able to go to a firing range or someplace. Get somebody that knows what they're doing to show you and teach you. They're not hard to clean. Closest thing I had to a dirty hairy gun is an L-frame Smith & Wesson 586 with a 4-inch barrel. I don't really care for the long barrels, like the 6-inch or the 8-inch barrel. I don't care for that. And also, I usually don't shoot Magnum ammunition. I like to shoot plus P. Plus P is the sweet spot in between 38 special and 357. 38 plus P. It's a hotter load, but it's not quite a Magnum load. I'm just being truthful about it. Being truthful about it. Yeah, I have been dropping a couple of food, Devil Dog. I've been dropping a couple of food videos a day. They get more views. When I do a prepping video, those of you who regularly come in and leave comments, and I'll watch it. But for as far as the algorithm's concerned, I'll be lucky if it gets like 80, 90 views. For whatever reason, those don't get the views that the food do. Now, the other thing is, I have, for whatever reason, my food videos will get 450, 460 in the 400s. They don't go over that. I look at some of the people that are smaller channels than I am, and they do a short, and their short might have thousands of views. I've had one short that got 1,800 views. I've had a couple of shorts that got up to like 1,000 views, right at 1,000 views, out of however many shorts I've done. So I don't understand it. I really don't. It just they don't get pushed out. Like, I've had them in the past, and they'll go past 500, and they're still going, and then they slow down when they get to like 700, 800. Like 800, they slow down. And I mean, where they got 500 views in the first hour, in the second hour they were up 600, 700 views. The third hour they've got 800, then all of a sudden they just stop. And I'm thinking that might be the algorithm or whatever choosing to cut me off. I'm thinking that might be the algorithm choosing to cut me off. Yeah, heat is bad. Heat is bad. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Let's see. So you got a partner in crime. Hey, I need a partner in crime. I need somebody that can basically run interference for me when I'm doing my live stream. A wing person. Uncle Al says you need a wing person, and you need a tech person. I really need to get set up, and I've got my phone connected to a ring light. It's a little stand. It's about this high when I'm sitting down to me. I'm about 3 feet from it right now. And I'm using a laptop that I'm got enlarged so I can sort of look at see who's leaving comments. And I do a lot of writing. I write stuff, comments, topics to go by. Power Beats Pro headphones. Somebody told me about that. I need to look into that. Little Lone Prepper wants some ration heaters, which I said I'd send her. You know I look at what I'm doing. I bought some more my wife was telling me, fill them up, put more in. I'm reorganizing. I was over at Walmart and I bought 3 more of these. That's 3 gallons. It's an extra 9 gallons. I got a bunch stacked, 3 high, over in the corner, which I have a heck of a time getting to because I need to reorganize. I got just a bunch of stuff piled up. And as they say, you're not exactly catching me at my best, you know. You get the big channels, they got people that are paid to work full time. And that's not, that's not me. And I think about what I'm doing, and I think about, I have people that I communicate with regularly. Uncle Al acts as a mentor towards me. I'm like an apprentice. And I appreciate that. He's a very wise man. He puts out a lot of good information. I wish I had time to watch all of his videos, but he puts a lot more than I have time to when I'm trying to give it to different people, And I think part of my problem is I beat a dead horse sometimes as far as the stuff that I'm covering. I'm covering the same stuff repeatedly, and it's beneficial for when new people come in, but the same people don't want to see the same thing over and over, So a lot of times I do unboxings when I do my I have unboxings, when I have my stuff come in. And I have been watching this lady, Colleen, on YouTube. She is a dietitian and says you need to eat some sugar so you're not so focused on it. I try to stay away from the sugar as much as possible because those are calories. I really do. I used to drink, back in the day, you drink coffee and you put half and half or cream in it. And then you would put sugar in it. You'd put a couple of teaspoons of sugar in it. It was nice and sweet. But it's not really good for you, A lot of the things that you like are not necessarily good for you. It's getting to where every damn thing is bad for you. It really is. Let me pull something down and I'll show you something else. Oh, Lord. I got cords all over the bloody place. Okay, this was a mail call from Agason Farms. This came in today. I get free shipping. Oh, and Smith & Wesson. When I bought it several years ago, it was $25 plus tax. Very nice knife. Very nice knife. Oh, Lordy. A pail of oats. "90 servings. So I would have this for one person. So each person needs one of these in order to have a serving a day for 90 days. This weighs 10 pounds. This is 10 pounds worth of oats. All natural. Shelf life up to 30 years. Just add water. And I got this for $20. Quick rolled oats. And you can fix it with stove. You can fix it with microwave. It tells you how to make certain receipts. Food storage emergencies, every food. A serving size is 1/2 of a cup dry. About 1 cup prepared with water. Amount of calories per serving is 190. We'll go with the rest of the stuff. And as I always do, when something comes in, we take a Sharpie and we indicate what we paid and we indicate the date. So this is 6 of 24, and I paid about $20 for it. And that's breakfast. Breakfast. You can eat that at any time of the day, but that's breakfast. Now, That would be for one person, that's 3 months worth. For 3 people, that's a month's worth. For 4 people, you have to basically figure out, what you're doing. But if you want to get 4 of those, it's going to be, less than $100 for 4 of them. Mike Crusher, welcome Mike Crusher. Mike Crusher Reviews. So that is me getting my preps in. I will be back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Every morning when you wake up, thank God for the day. Say the Lord's Prayer. Drink a couple of cups of coffee. Think about what's going on. Take notes. Be aware of what's going on around you. Life is good, but it is what it is. And everybody, please have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.